What's going on, guys? My name is Jake, and welcome back to Gax Reviews, and welcome back to some more TIFF reviews. If you can tell by this title, I'm combining two videos into one because I accidentally rented both movies at the same time. With the digitals, if you click on them, it gives you a 12-hour window to watch the films. I accidentally clicked on the one, and I didn't think it was going to be registered as being watched, even though I didn't click on it to start, and it did, so I had to watch both of them in 12 hours, so here I am going to give you guys my reviews of One Night in Miami and Another Round. And before we get started, I want you guys in that comment section below, are you looking forward to these films coming out later this year? And have you seen any films at TIFF this year? If you have, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know which ones, and I'd love to talk to you about it. Let's get started with One Night in Miami. So based off a fictional account of a real life and off a play about four men, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, Sam Cooke, and Malcolm X. All men meet in a hotel to discuss their role in the civil rights movements of the 1960s. And this is Regina King's first film as a director. She's obviously a damn fine actress, and for someone who's directing such a powerful film already, she does a great job with it. It's kind of hard for this to be your first debut film too, because there's not much style or substance going on in the cinematography or stuff like that, and mainly it takes place in one room, so it kind of hinders a lot of creativity that you can do, but I think King does a good job with it. She does really good blocking. You can tell from the power dynamics that's going on when they're talking with the dialogue, the way she shoots them. I thought she did a really good job for it. Do I wish it was a little bit more creative and a little bit more intuitive at times? Sure. But it's based off a play, so what can you really do about that? I just wish it was a little bit more. But essentially what this boils down to is the conversations with these characters. Real life people, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, Sam Cooke, Malcolm X, all massive influential people in the 60s. Their conversations on the civil rights movements, which is something that's kind of mirroring and reflecting our modern day society right now. And it's really fascinating to hear these conversations. And a lot of that also comes down to the performances. They're all great. Kingsley Ben-Adir is getting a lot of talk for his performance as Malcolm X, but I think Leslie Odom Jr. as Sam Cooke is really, really good in this film. His song's going to be nominated. He wrote actually a song for this film. It's going to get nominated, and he's probably going to win for it. He's really good, and he's someone who's been on my radar recently since Hamilton. I haven't heard a lot about him until this year, and he kills it, man. I'm really excited for his future. But again, that dialogue is sharp when it's there. I do wish, though, that Regina King could have just pushed it a bit further, and it did feel too much like a play at points. Just stuck in a room is kind of going to hinder a lot of stuff. So I wish that it just went a bit more than that, but what it was going for what it's reflecting on in modern day society, this is a really important film, and a film that's going to get a lot of Oscar buzz, and a film that I really enjoyed that I think you guys will. It's coming out on Amazon later this year, so make sure to check it out when it does, and I'm going to give One Night in Miami a 3.5. Next up we have is Another Round by Thomas Vinterberg, which follows four high school teachers who launch a drinking experiment holding a constant low level of intoxication. And right off the bat, that just sounds like a wild and wacky premise. And that's what this is. This is a really original and inventive film, and I love Thomas Vinterberg's style that he brings. I haven't seen a ton of him. I actually just saw The Hunt for the first time this weekend in preparation for this film, and I loved that movie. So my anticipation went a little bit higher for it. I love Mads Mikkelsen. I think that he's great in this film. It's probably his best performance I've seen in years. He hasn't been in too much, but he's really good here, and I just love what Vinterberg's able to do in these types of movies. Just the way that he has such a fascination about alcohol and how it can either enhance your life or destroy it, and his criticism on society. And that's what a lot of his films that I've gathered does. It looks at society through glass. The Hunt looked at cancel culture, which was way before its time and way more relevant now than it was back in 2012. This film looks at alcohol and how it can either help you and enhance your life, which is what the professors are trying to do, or how it can destroy your life. And I wish, this is where a little bit of disappointment comes in with this movie, because I wish they pushed it a bit more than they did. I didn't fully connect with these characters as much as Vinterberg wanted me to. It's a little bit disappointing, but I just felt that they, with such a fascinating premise, because this, you know where this film's going to go. It was pretty fun. It was charming. For the first hour and a half, it was very playful and funny at times, and then it turns depressing. And I think once it turns depressing, there's some really brilliant moments in there, but I couldn't fully get attached to them because I didn't care about most of the characters. There's a story with his wife and his family. They don't do much about them. And I'm sure that that's not the whole point of the film, but I just wish that they pushed those emotional beats a bit more, because they would have connected a bit more if I felt more connected to those characters. Nonetheless, this is still a really good movie. I'm not hating on the movie. I just wish that they pushed a bit more, and as someone who was really anticipated just after watching The Hunt, slightly let down. However, Another Round is still a great film and one of the better films I've seen this year, and I'm going to give Another Round a 3.5. Yeah, that about wraps up for my TIFF reviews. I think overall a really damn good weekend between Nomadland, One Night in Miami, and Another Round. Those are some three really big films to watch out coming this year. I want your thoughts in the comment section below too. If you've seen any of these movies, what you thought of all of them. And yeah, that about wraps up for this video. I will be having one more video coming out this week. Antebellum comes out. I'm going to get my review for that. And I am back in school now, so videos are going to be a little bit more sporadic as I got to try to figure out this online system, how exactly it's going to work, because I have no idea what I'm going to be doing for school this year. Yeah, but that wraps up for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, if you could hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already for more reviews. And other than that, I've been Jake, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.